Yes, indeed, it's time for Mark Meets, in which I speak to the biggest names in the world of politics, showbiz, sport and beyond. Tonight, former top professional footballer Ashley Cain, who has a history of bold adventures, including 5 marathons in 5 days and cycling from Land's End to John O'Groats. But he's taking it up a level next month by doing the world's toughest survival race, the Yukon 1000, which will see him kayak down the famous Yukon River, which is treacherous, all the way from Canada, through the Arctic Circle, and then on to Alaska, all in 10 days. It's a 1,000-mile race, much of which is wilderness in horrific conditions with no support teams. Why is he doing this? Well, in memory of his beloved little girl, Azalea Diamond Cain, who he lost to leukaemia in 2020 at just 8 months old. Ashley has written a moving account of his tragic ordeal in a brand new book which is winning rave reviews. Strong, Life, Loss and Eternal Love for My Daughter is out now. Ashley, a joy to have you on the show. Can you tell me a little bit about Azalea? What kind of girl was she? Tell me about her personality and her spirit.
Hi there. First of all, thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
Azalea is just a magnificent little girl. She's the most beautiful girl I ever set eyes on. And something about Azalea is, when we found out that she had leukemia, you know, I thought that I had to be strong for her. I thought I had to be courageous for her. I thought that I always had to smile to liven up the room and the environment around her. And it turned out she did all of those things for us. She was the strongest little girl I know, and she had such a bright personality that lit up the room. It was infectious, and that's why I think she didn't only inspire me and my family, but people around the world during the global pandemic. She was special, and that's why I want to dedicate the rest of my life now to carrying on her amazing legacy.
And a stunningly beautiful little girl as well, let me tell you. Now, Ashley, she was diagnosed with a very aggressive cancer, acute myeloid leukemia, at just 2 months old. Can you give me a sense, Ashley, of your emotions when you received this horrific diagnosis?
I mean, I've done a lot of things in my life, but nothing compares to being a father. When I had Azalea, she completed my life. And when I got that news, I can't really explain how I felt. Everything moved slow. Life didn't have no color. And for a long period of time, I didn't really know how to move through my day and operate, because it felt like my whole world had crumbled. It felt like I'd won the lottery in reverse, because you never, ever think that anything like that is going to happen to you as a parent, and you definitely don't think it's going to happen to your child. But then instantly, as soon as we found out, we were moved into Birmingham Children's Hospital, which became our second home, and that's where we lived for 6 months. It's incredibly traumatic, and it's a situation as a parent that breaks you down to your lowest point. But also, I had the most beautiful, powerful and incredible days in that hospital because I was by her side, and she's just the best thing that has ever happened to me in my life. And it was an absolute honor to be there with her, because she taught me so much in those 8 months that I just really want to carry on spreading that to the world now.
Well, the pictures alone, Ashley, are very, very inspiring. You've created a foundation in Azalea's name to fundraise and raise awareness of childhood cancer. You've got the book, which I've just started. It's a cracking read. Here it is. And you're about to row the Yukon. It seems this is all about giving your daughter a legacy.
100%. I mean, firstly, with the foundation, childhood cancer is the #1 killer of our children in the UK, the #1, and it receives less than 3% of cancer research funding. So the system is broken, and, you know, for me, no child deserves to go through what Azalea went through, and no parent should have to feel what I feel. So we really want to make a difference with the Azalea Foundation, and we are. And it was in writing my daughter's eulogy that I found out the person that I wanted to be and the things that I would need to do. And because my life was comprised to a hospital room with Azalea, now is my opportunity to take her around the world with nothing but daddy power, and in doing so, raising awareness of funds for these children who still have to fight.
Well, I think it's fantastic. Here is the book. I've got so many books in the studio, but this is the one, Strong. Okay, it's winning rave reviews. It's moving. It's important. The foundation is simply called the Azalea Foundation as well. Listen, you were quite the specimen when you played for Coventry City. I always admired your footballing skills. Are you still fit? Are you going to be all right for this big challenge?
I mean, I think physically I'm capable, you know, and mentally I'm so strong. There's a lot of elements on this challenge though that can throw things. I mean, there's treacherous waters. There's the fact that if you go in on a 4-mile lake, you're not really going to get out. If you get hypothermia, there's a 4-day extraction to get you. If you're in grizzly bear or wolf territory, there's not much you can do there. So there's a lot of elements that can go against us.
Ashley, we are rooting for you. I'll be watching. Come and tell us about it when you complete the challenge. You're a hero. The book's out now.